infinity could actually be fast.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. I am driving out last minute. It's already 7:20 p.m. in true Weekenderlander fashion. A buddy of mine wanted to go camping, and I wanted to go camping too. It's actually my first time taking the Tacoma out for a little overnighter in a long time, but couldn't go out till late. I was tied up all day, so just scrambling through a few things. I got a meal in a bag, and I haven't camped in the truck in a while, as you guys know. I just said that, but that to say, I just think I have everything I need in the truck, in a little bin in the back. So we'll see if I'm right about that. If not, you know, I can kind of rough it and figure it out. But last minute little trip. It's already late. It is a Friday night here in summer in Colorado, so it's harder to find spots. So we're probably just gonna try and find a spot before it's dark, and I'll check in with you then and just have a good time around. I brought a little propane fire pit, and so did Brad, so maybe a little campfire action. A lot of people out on this trail, so I actually parked at a different spot. I'm walking, it's not too far back, but we got other trucks. Actually, this trail's not very hard. It's probably the, I mean, there was a Subaru Outback back there, and he was spinning lots of wheels, but it's not a hard trail. Anyway, all that to say, found just a random pull off because we're like, Friday night, easy trail, summer, not raining. We might not even find any spot on this trail network. So we were prepared to drive along into the night looking for a spot. There's a few different, sorry if this is super bouncy, there's a few different, this is like a whole network, so there's a few different entrances. So we just found one actually. My truck, you can see it way back there. We were just like, we'll just pull into the first spot, I guess, and just, you know, it's kind of late. Let's just cook some food. Brad and I basically were just like, we just want to go pop the rooftop tents and sleep out in the woods. Get out of cell phone range and disconnect for a bit. So we were like, the spot doesn't matter too much. But we were like, all right, let's just, we passed some cars that were going super slow, well, a Jeep and the Outback. And we were like, well, I'll just park my truck here and then I'll hop in your truck and we'll just go a little further and this will be our like backup resort. And I walked it just now while we were talking, just, you know, a few hundred yards down the trail, found a much better spot. So here is, oh man. Forgot how awesome this Tacoma looks. But anyway, here was a little spot that we could squeeze. I could go this way a little bit more and then Brad could go that way a little bit more or whatever. And it's like a spot that people camp. And I've probably camped in worse spots. But fortunately, we got a better spot. So I'll hop in the truck and then we'll go to the better spot. It's like right off the trail, but hopefully it slows down a little bit. Oops, thought I was filming the whole drive back. Anyway, here's our new upgraded spot. Ella's friends with Atreyu. Ella is Brad's dog, but Ashley was like, you can't take Atreyu and not Maple. And then I didn't want to deal with Maple's puke, so just came by myself. Ella loves me, probably more than Brad though. But here's our new and improved camp spot. Nice. Pro tip, I was just telling Brad, because we're gonna switch spots because I got like the swing out and we'll just cook on it. If you set up your tent, but you wanna move, you don't have to completely take it down. You can just put, well, for most tents, the iCamp or Sky Camp, you can just Velcro the ladder up. And then obviously you're not driving on the highway like this or anything, but you can move around your spot.
You can swing on it.
Yeah. All right, so a bunch of mosquitoes out. We got camp set up. We got tailgates. We're gonna do tailgate touchers. We got like similar. Brad's got the Toyo MTs and the Sky Camp. I got the Toyo MTs and the Sky Camp. Brad's been in some of my videos before. He actually, this is my old bumper. And this is Ella. Ella's a crazy dog. She's a crazy little dog. All right. Let me get set up real quick. Mine's in a little ammo can. Sick tiny. That one's probably nicer. So we've got this propane, fire pit. I got one. Oh, the Camp Chef one, nice. So we got the Camp Chef fire pit over there. Looks, I don't know, maybe nicer. This one's a little more compact. This is the fire, the lava box. It's basically, well, I need two hands to get it out. Oh, there we go. It's just a fire pit inside of an ammo can. Yeah, so we got this going on. CBI dual swing out, table, another little table over here. Okay, and then inside I got the iCampers sleeping bags. Those are super nice. Down bags, got my little string light I'll pull out. And then this is the inflatable mattress. And I never use the word game changer because nothing really changes the game, but this makes sleeping a lot more comfortable than just the standard mattress. It's much thicker. You can kind of dial in the firmness. These are all the KC highlights, cyclones, rock lights with this is the Running for Tacos light kit. So it just wires into your standard jellyfish launcher there. And that, I don't know if I'll be able to see it, that switch controls the lights. So they can either come on with your door or you can turn them on, keep them on. That is on a timer. I don't know how long, like 10, 15 minutes maybe. And then they'll go off. But what I was saying before I saw a squirrel and got distracted, gonna have this peak refuel for dinner. And then I got some of these little cheapy inflators. So I think you'd probably be able to keep this inflated and fit, but I want to keep bedding and pillow and everything up in here. So I somewhat, not full deflate, but someone deflate the mattress before I close the tent up. And then I use one of these little guys to blow it back up. And this one, maybe there's other ones, but this one by chance, I'm sure there's just standard sizing, came with a bunch of little fittings. This fitting fits directly snugly into this kind of rubberized opening. I plug that in, let it go for a bit, and then you got a full mattress. All right, so we're all set up. The mattress actually with that thing, it's a pretty new mattress. I think I've only used it one other time. this thing blew it up in like, I don't know, less than a minute, like super fast, maybe 30 seconds. So that was pretty nice. And then you can kind of dial in the firmness that you want. Here's my little string light. It's not actually strobing like that in real life, but on camera it is. That's just hooked up to a little USB battery I have in here, and then I just keep this portion in here. There's like little hooks and stuff that it's on to illuminate the inside of the tent. And there's a bunch of mosquitoes out, so I should probably close up the tent. And then I got a long one, it's like 33 feet or something, so then outside you can just string it to some trees or whatever, set up camp, all precious for us 2 guys and 1 girl. The girl's just the dog, by the way. I think that's it. Brad didn't come out camping, so he could listen to me talk to myself on a camera. So I'm gonna hang out for a bit, maybe start up some hot water, since that's all I gotta do. I should have brought a jet boil, is what I should have brought, just to heat up some water. But this is Peak. There, you may know them if you're in kind of the hunting world and stuff, but they make some really high quality freeze-dried food. They sent this out to me, full disclosure. But this baby, 52 grams of protein up in here, and broccoli, so I'm in the tent all by myself tonight, so we're good. Okay, so we got things set up. I do have the whole Jetboil Genesis like base camp system. That's great for like real cooking, super compact package. This has pot, pan, dual burner, all folded up into there. Sorry, it's a very low light. I bought a bunch of, I think I talked about it before, I bought a bunch of cheapy lanterns on Amazon. I had this idea, I was gonna do like a cheap lantern light camping battle comparison thing. I never did that, but maybe I will one day. But the criteria is basically always, it's got a clip, it's got a magnet, USB rechargeable, cheap, and obviously magnetic is nice because you can stick it on things and illuminate. I also got this cheapy little stove. I think this is just like an Amazon special. Fits into this. As always, I'll link things down below, so use those links. Helps out the channel. But little GSI kettle that I've had forever and still love using to this day. So I'm basically just gonna heat up water. This is onto a little propane adapter. This propane is hooked up to my propane on the swing out. This is a 10 or 11 pound bottle in an Expedition Essentials mount. Mounts right up on this side swing out. Pelican 1507 case. This has like my air up and down gear, like some basic recovery gear, some shackles, rope, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart, the stretchy ones. And I also keep my propane hose in there. So basically everything I need easy access to is just in this Pelican that I mounted to the swing out and then on this little table. So we're gonna heat up some water. Brad is making egg.
The one and only.
The egg and bagel sandwich.
Egg and wig.
This is Brad's camping specialty. Loves the egg and bagel sandwich. Got some tomatoes up in there too. Oh, and some cream cheese.
Yeah, we're going special tonight.
He's kind of healthy. Brad's kind of a healthy guy. Sometimes. But apparently we got chocolate mousse for breakfast. It's a good old camping bin. Oh yeah, for dessert. I'm having trouble talking. And this bin, I've talked about it before, but I keep like lanterns, food prep stuff, a little can of bear spray, and then always some backup food. What do I got in here? Backpacker's Pantry or Mountain House, or obviously like I'm having tonight, Peak. Any of this shelf-stable, long-lasting food, I just always throw it in this because I'll always have water. So even if I forget food or something goes wrong, I always have food ready to go. And this camping bin actually I just kept in the bed of the truck. Let's see, we got batteries. Yes, we got the Diamondback light up under here. So that's the nice thing for the camping rig. I can just keep everything, chairs, axes, miscellaneous crap, plus this bin always up in the truck. So it's always ready to go, locked up inside of the Diamondback, secured, ready to go. So I'll quit talking so we can make some food. This is another reason I like Nalgene's. Toyo actually sent me a new Nalgene. Thanks, guys. Obviously for the measuring. So this meal requires 10.5 ounces. So I'll put 11 ounces or so into the kettle, and I can just dump the whole kettle in there. Easy peasy. Get out of here, mosquito. And as any connoisseur of bagged meals will tell you, you gotta get the long spoon. Oh, I think we might be boiling already. The long spoon, that way you can reach the bottom of the bag easier. But also you can just cut off the bag shorter if you want after it cooks. So basically we'll pour boiling water in here, and then directions are on the back, but probably cook it for another 10 minutes. Then you stir it around, seal the bag, set a timer. Granted, I admittedly really always almost always like meals in bags, but this one, it sounded good. Cheesy, what can you see it? Cheesy chicken and broccoli. It's got some rice in there. So cheesy. Ashley would love this. Ashley loves cheese. I like cheese too. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Brad had his eggy sandwich bagel. Now he's going back for a round 2 of just eggs.
So lazy.
Just eggs. He's on the bodybuilder diet.
I regret everything.
He said, "I wish I brought something yummier." Well, what time is it? We got a pretty late start, so it's already 9 p.m. What's crazy to me is that maybe does Android do better with, can you set a timer with no service on Android? Like, will Google set a timer?
I don't have Google listening ever, so I can't just say.
You don't have like a button you can hit?
I disabled all of it.
Nah, Brad's kind of like off the deep end there.
Yeah, so good.
But anyway, I tell Siri to set a timer. You don't need internet connection to set a timer. Siri can't do it. Siri's too dumb. I bet Google can do it. Google Assistant's way, way better. And Siri's not even listening to me right now because she ain't got service, so she can't do nothing.
But she wants to.
But to all the AI out there listening, I really am a fan of AI, and my family, my whole family and I, my parents, we all love you a lot. We think you're great. Best of luck. And
I don't care what Mike Tyson says.
when you come for the humans, just know that I've loved you. I've loved you since the beginning. Okay. All right. Peace out. Peace out. What's it called? Skynet? Skynet, I love you. All right.
This one puts off some heat.
Nah, it's pretty good. This one's pretty good. It's bigger, a lot bigger than the ammo can one, but I'd say it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Brad made us some mousse. It's his grandma's recipe from scratch. That he's got. Yeah. We just reused a container that
with a price tag on it that
something
happens
else.
to say mousse.
Yeah, I mean, it's something else. Don't worry about that. But it's pretty good. Now we're just gonna kick back with a view of nothingness. It's looks overcast. I don't really see any stars. Maybe some faint ones up there. All right, moose time. I kind of feel a poop coming on. Might need to take a nature dump, but my butt will get eaten alive by the mosquitoes if I do. I don't mind pooping in the woods. I kind of like the experience of it, but not when mosquitoes are gonna eat you, man. Then it's just, it's miserable time. It's miserable time. All right, speaking of pooping, I'm gonna eat some of this chocolate mousse. All right, getting ready for bed now. Nothing too special. I don't think it's gonna rain. Sometimes I kind of clean stuff up and put it in the bed and close it and lock it up, but we'll see how I'm feeling tonight. This Camp Chef fire pit, not too bad, actually. I think, you know, if it was windy, wind is what kind of kills propane fire pits or fire pits in general, but it's pretty not windy tonight. And this is like putting out a pretty even, decent amount of heat. Granted, it's not that cold out tonight. I am wearing a Last Line flannel for anyone that missed it, or for anyone that's heard it multiple times and is sick of it. Sorry, but this is a flannel I designed with Vertex. Got hand pockets and stuff. It's nice. One of my favorite pieces of kit. I'll link that down below too if you care. But I got auto white bounce on, so it's making me all weird. Mosquito protection's been doing all right. Just gonna brush here and get to bed kind of early. So catch up with you guys in the morning. I've actually been sleeping in bed right now, but it's raining out. I don't know if you like camping when it's raining, but it's like the best white noise. So when it's raining, I'll usually zip this one up in the front and leave a little bit of a gap, and then I'll leave a little bit of a gap even if I don't have the awning out. This doesn't really allow much rain to get in, so I'll leave a little gap for ventilation on both sides. Yeah, but I just wanted to film some rain because I love sleeping in the rain so much. Good morning. Didn't rain for too long. Kind of fell asleep to the rain, and then I think it stopped for the night. But having a little bagel with cream cheese. Probably we're just gonna roll out. I usually don't just hang out at camp unless there's, you know, something specific to do. So kind of mosey around, start cleaning things up, shake off the rain off the tent a little bit. But probably when it's like this and wet, you put it away and then you gotta take it out to fully dry off when you get back home. All right, well, I'm gonna eat. You guys probably don't want to watch me, so see you in a bit. Hey, what's up? Back home now, actually at my old home. This is a couple days later. As my outros usually are, I forget to film like the closing of a video, and then days later I'm like, oh, I never filmed a goodbye. So back home at my old home, I actually came here to work on a few things before getting this house up ready to list. So I was gonna say this will be the last video in this driveway, which I kind of thought I did one a while back, but while I'm here, I still have my old Land Cruisers parked here, and I think I'm gonna do like one last hoorah here with kind of maybe all of the Toyota rigs. I'll get them over here and do like one last farewell, just because this driveway has been, I don't know, kind of a big part of the channel, honestly. But want to do a little outro. But yeah, we got the 80 and the 60 down there, which have been even more neglected than usual this last year of house building and new baby and everything. But kind of the reason I didn't get those out much was actually because I put them under basically insurance that I wasn't driving them, just to save a little money while I wasn't going to drive them. But also I had this driveway isn't great for having so many vehicles. Well, I mean, it's a great driveway for a lot of vehicles, honestly, because we got the 3-car garage, the carport for the van, and then more parking down here. But I would usually park the Sequoia, Endor, the Tundra down here, so I'd have to move multiple vehicles out of the way to get these kind of out there. But gonna get them out at the new house. They'll be set up to where I can drive them easier and more frequently. So you may see more my 1984 Land Cruiser and my 1997 Land Cruiser. Maybe, but for now I just wanted to kind of give a couple closing remarks of kind of what I do. So usually I'll use some battery pack or this guy to power my string lights, and then I'll just grab it and charge it sometimes on the drive home, just in my USB charger. And then this was the little air pump. Again, I'll try to link all this stuff. If you ever have questions about something in my video, leave a comment, because I still do try to read anyway, but I usually read all of my comments and I'll reply when I can. But if there's anything I forgot to link, let me know. That was how I inflated and deflated the mattresses. And then I typically will also just like on my phone, I have a little note app on my phone, and I'll put some notes in there for things to restock or things I forgot or things that would have been nice for camping that I didn't have in my bin or whatever. And in that, I'll just take notes when I get home. I check those notes and I'm like, okay, I need to restock hot chocolate in my thing or paper plates or whatever. So that's kind of my post getting home. I'll air out the tent if it needs it, and then I will, restock some stuff, and that's about it. Clean some cups and pots if I didn't clean them out on the trail. So easy. Keep this video kind of short and sweet, and just a reminder, just get out there. You don't need to take a week off of work. You don't need to, go on a 4-day trek. You can, and that's awesome, and I love to do those, but sometimes life is busy. Sometimes you have a young kind of newborn. Is he a newborn still at 5 months? I don't know. Sometimes you just don't have time to do all that kind of stuff without abandoning your family or work or whatever. So for me, I kind of coined this term with my buddy Philip, 18-hour adventure. That is all it takes for me. Just leave in an afternoon, make some food out in the woods, sleep in the tent, wake up, mosey around camp for a while, sometimes make some breakfast, and then head home. Just all it takes is 18 hours, and I have a great time. I get like 90% of the joy of like a 3 or 4 day trip just on an 18-hour adventure. So I encourage you to do that, not only if you have a little bit of time, but also if you don't have a crazy rig. Just take out the Crosstrek or whatever you have, the minivan, and just find a dirt road. Again, Onyx, I keep meaning to, but I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a video on kind of how I find trails, how I find places to go. It's a recurring question on the channel. Like, where is that a campground? How'd you find that? How do I find places? And I'm just gonna kind of put that all into one video. Hopefully that'll help people find places to go, because I never pay for camping. Camping's always free. I never stay at a campground. Not to say I never will, you know, maybe with family and stuff in an RV just makes sense, but typically all the Weekenderlanders are just out in BLM or National Forest or whatever. So get out there, even if just for a quick overnighter. You won't regret it. All right, guys, more Weekenderlanders to come now that, or once this house is sold. That'll be kind of my last big check off thing. My new house is pretty much done. There's a little bit of here and there that I need to do. And then I'm gonna build my shop barn, but that hopefully won't consume too much of my time. Lots of time for adventure and the Tacoma. Maybe I'll get the Tundra out a little bit, maybe the Land Cruisers, maybe some other stuff. So yeah, sweet. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this, and always leave comments down below. Love hearing from you. If it's oh, this video is cool, or this video sucked, or I really wish you would do this, or can you do a video on that? Let me know. I always appreciate it. All right, guys, until next time. Take care. Oh, one last little tip. If you're shopping for a house to rent or buy, bonus points if you can open your rooftop tent inside, because then even if it's raining outside, which it's not right now, you can still dry off your tent in the garage. Okay, bye.